Have you ever wondered what it takes for a boy from a small town in Brazil to become the most famous footballer the world has ever seen? A player so iconic that millions would call him the king of football? Today we're diving into the extraordinary life of Edson Arantes do Nascimento, better known as Pelé, a story of talent, determination, triumph, and the profound impact one individual can have on a sport and the world. Pelé was born on October 23, 1940, in Três Corações, Brazil, a modest town in the countryside. His father, Dondinho, was a former footballer who had played professionally, but he never achieved fame or fortune. From a young age, Pelé was enchanted by football. He played in the streets, barefoot, using anything he could as a ball. His mother nicknamed him Dico, but the world would soon know him by a different name. Life was far from easy. The family struggled financially, and Pelé was often teased at school for his dark skin and humble background. Yet it was in those early hardships that Pelé learned resilience and creativity, qualities that would define his footballing genius. He idolized his father's stories of the game, and by the age of 11, he was already showing extraordinary skill. At the age of 15, Pelé joined the youth squad of Santos FC, a club in São Paulo state. It didn't take long for scouts and coaches to recognize his rare combination of speed, power, and technical brilliance. By 16, he was playing professionally. His debut season hinted at the greatness to come. Pelé scored 58 goals in 43 matches. People began whispering that this teenager was no ordinary player. Pelé's first taste of international fame came in 1958, when he was only 17 years old. Selected for the Brazilian national team for the FIFA World Cup in Sweden, he faced skepticism, a teenager taking the world stage, but Pelé quickly silenced his doubters. In the semi-final against France, he scored a brilliant hat-trick, and in the final against Sweden, he scored two decisive goals that secured Brazil's first-ever World Cup victory. That tournament marked the beginning of Pelé's global legend. Newspapers around the world called him a phenomenon, praising his vision, agility, and flair. He wasn't just a scorer, he was a magician on the pitch, able to make the game look effortless while accomplishing the impossible. While the world watched him in international competitions, Pelé continued to dominate domestic football. With Santos FC, he led the team to numerous league titles in international championships, including the Copa Libertadores, South America's premier club tournament. Pelé's presence transformed Santos into a powerhouse and helped bring Brazilian football into the global spotlight. During his time with Santos, Pelé became known not only for his skill, but also for his charisma and sportsmanship. He brought crowds to their feet with audacious moves and breathtaking goals, all while maintaining a humble persona off the field. Even legends face challenges. Pelé endured injuries, political pressures, and the burden of unrealistic expectations. In 1966, during the World Cup in England, he suffered brutal fouls from opponents targeting his talent, and Brazil was eliminated in the group stage. But Pelé's resilience shone through. He returned in 1970, leading Brazil to its third World Cup victory in Mexico. That team is widely regarded as one of the greatest in football history, and Pelé's performances, including his famous goal against Italy in the final, cemented his legacy. Beyond football, Pelé used his fame for global influence. He traveled the world promoting the sport, advocating for peace, and representing Brazil on the international stage. In 1975, he moved to the United States to play for the New York Cosmos, helping to popularize soccer in a country where it had been largely ignored. Pelé's presence attracted fans, sponsorships, and media attention, planting the seeds for the growth of Major League Soccer decades later. Pelé retired from professional football in 1977, but his impact continued. He scored over 1,200 career goals, a record that still inspires awe. Named FIFA World Player of the Century alongside Diego Maradona in 2000, Pelé's name became synonymous with football excellence. His influence extended beyond the pitch. Pelé became a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador, using his platform to advocate for children's rights, education, and sports development worldwide. His story is a testament to how talent combined with character can leave a lasting mark on both a sport and society. So, Pelé's life teaches us several profound lessons. that humble beginnings don't define your destiny, that talent must be paired with dedication, and that true greatness inspires generations. From a humble boy in Tres Corazones to a global icon celebrated by billions, Pelé's journey reminds us that the game of football, like life itself, is more than just winning. It's about passion, resilience, and the power to bring people together. So, the next time you watch a football match or hear someone say, he's a king on the field, remember Pelé, the boy who dreamed big, played beautifully, and became the king of football. Thanks for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed learning about Pelé's incredible journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more stories about the world's most fascinating lives.